My name is.
And my name is,
We're penetration testers at Rapid7.
and this is a story about how we stole a domain controller.
So we are on site performing an internal network penetration test against a furniture company. We'd gotten an initial foothold using the MS17010 Eternal Blue exploit on a good number of systems. And we were able to get some cached plaintext passwords with Mimikatz. Had a pretty good start. We're running into a little bit of a wall where we were able to get to some sort of mid-level privileged accounts like workstation admins and sysadmin accounts, but the actual domain administrators were pretty well segmented. They had multiple levels of separate accounts. They didn't have any active sessions anywhere. They didn't have any cached credentials anywhere. They were actually pretty well secured.
So we took the credentials that we had currently and leveraged a tool called Bloodhound, which would map the Active Directory objects' relationships between each other. We could exploit those relationships using a generic all relationship between the users that we had and the hypervisor administrators. Because of that relationship, we could force a password reset to where we could then access the hypervisor. And once we were logged into the hypervisor management, we saw all of the workstations, servers, domain controllers, but we couldn't directly access them. So what we did was we cloned a live domain controller, exported it, and then started to work with it offline.
With a little bit of tinkering, we're able to get that booted up offline on our own local hypervisor there. And what we did with that, since we found the default domain administrator account had already been disabled, and it wouldn't really be a kind of a loss for us to modify that account, we used some password recovery tools to go ahead, re-enable that account on our local copy, reset that password, and once we got logged into our cloned domain controller offline, we were able to pull down the NTLM password hashes for the domain users and then turn around and work with those in the live domain.
So even though we exported all those password hashes from the NTDS offline, we were able to leverage those hashes and cracked passwords to pass and move laterally all across the network. And that's how we stole a virtual domain controller.